Hello everyone, I'm really glad that you're here. This is quite a different video today because I'm going to be taking you through my 15 years of guitar playing. Let's do it. I have been playing guitar for 15 years and I want to take you guys through all the highlights, the highs, the lows, things that I've learned, things that you can apply to your own life. Now, I did practice a lot throughout all my years, and I did work really hard, and I learned a ton of stuff along the way, and I am just still getting started. Basically, how the story went was I got Guitar Hero when I was about 9 years old, and I got really good at it. I got exposed to a lot of really awesome music, legends of rock. I am very, very fortunate about that, and yeah, so continuing on, the reason why I left Guitar Hero and decided to pick up the real guitar was just for that reason, was because I fell in love with the music and I thought that I could do the real thing. So yes, Guitar Hero did motivate me to play guitar. Basically, about a month before my 10th birthday, so I'm 25 now, so I'm counting that as about 15 years, is when I took my guitar lesson, my first guitar lesson. First teacher was not a good teacher. He was very unprofessional with being on his phone all the time. This was before we had like iPhones too, guys. This was like flip phones and he was still on his phone. It's like, dude, really? But aside from that, the lesson was only 30 minutes and he just wanted to teach me notes and stuff. And let's be honest, when we're kids, we don't want to learn how to read notes. We want to learn how to rock. And then I heard that my 5th grade teacher actually taught guitar, and that went really well because he basically just taught me songs. He taught me how to play Metallica songs, Guns N' Roses songs, all those classic rock bands that I liked from Guitar Hero, he taught me. That was for about a year. 5th grade, towards 6th grade is when I left taking lessons with him. Middle school, I was self-taught. Was I good in middle school? Well, check this out. The answer to that, not really. I kind of knew how to play fast and I knew how to tap. And I was obsessed with Van Halen. But I knew nothing about music theory and I knew that I needed to expand my knowledge. In middle school, I played in a couple bands, but it just never really developed into anything because there was, of course, middle school, a lot of commitment issues and stuff, and I was very, very serious about my music at the time. So I went into high school, pretty good at guitar for my age, I guess. I knew how to play a lot of songs, I knew how to play fast and stuff like that. But that's when music theory started to kick in a little bit. And also along the way was when I met my first official real band. And they were just some friends that I made along the way. Had a bass player, had a drummer, and was in and out of singers for a while. And this is how we sounded. Yeah, that song sound familiar, right? That band was pretty good. It definitely showed me how to write music a little bit better. You know, a lot of the songs that we wrote were garbage, let's be honest. We only played one gig. It was another thing where after a while you kind of realize that being committed in a band is definitely a lot of work and you need to surround yourself with the right kind of people. So that's kind of what pushed me to go into college for music, is to find people who are going to be committed. Senior year is when I really was like, okay, I need to do this forever. Okay. Classical guitar lessons is where I'm starting. I am going to start sight reading. I'm going to start doing music theory stuff. So I took a music theory class there. I learned about composing. That's when I started composing on finale and stuff. I played in the pit orchestra and the chamber orchestra. I had a really awesome first classical guitar teacher. And I learned how to play some beautiful pieces and stuff like that. Here's a clip of me playing the Bach piece. into community college, I was still in that band, but we decided to become an instrumental band because finding a singer that was committed was very, very difficult. Basically, community college was a ton of music theory and a ton of aural skills, and I loved every bit of it. It was very, very useful, and I feel like it kicked my ass, and I'm really happy that I went through with it. In community college, I was also playing classical guitar. I was taking more lessons with another guy, and it was really awesome. Definitely still composing a lot. I was still shredding a lot with my band and stuff, so that was really good. Here's a clip of our instrumental song, and we did like a session at this college, so it was really fun. You can find all these videos on my YouTube channel, by the way. This was also around the time that I started my YouTube channel, and I had no growth, guys. For the longest time, I had 0 subscribers. I mean the number 0. I don't mean like 1 or 10 or 15. I mean the number 0, and it was embarrassing. Things definitely changed when I went to Columbia, which is a music or arts school college in the city of Chicago. I studied music composition because I wanted my main source of income to be from making music for movies. And that was a really good decision. So Columbia is basically where I started making that Alice in Wonderland score, and that's what kind of blew up my channel a little bit. Blew up as in got like 1,000 subscribers out of it. But then I had to delete it, but then I re-uploaded it. That took a while, but I'm really happy I did it because it definitely got me some attraction, and it definitely got me some work doing commission work for other movies and stuff. At college, I didn't really have any opportunities to work with film students. You'd think that at a school for the arts, you'd work with other departments because that's kind of the way that the industry works. But really, you were just sitting there on your computer all day doing papers, writing up different scores and stuff like that. And it was kind of unfulfilling, but still, I did learn a lot. But anyways, along the way is when I got asked to audition for a band. I told them that, you know what, let's do it. Went really well. This is where I met Abby. We basically were writing music for a very long time, and we played like an acoustic open mic, and we barely had anything going for us other than like we had this huge box of songs, but we never got to record it or anything for a little bit because school got in the way of like everything, because it's so much work being in a music school. You know, if you've been to a music school, how much work it actually is. We eventually started recording our own music and stuff. We had learned a lot about mixing and mastering, along with the amount that I learned from my composition major. And this is kind of when my comp stuff kind of took a big hit. I think deep down inside, I was like, I'm a guitarist. I love it, and I miss it a lot, especially playing in a band. Even though I was practicing a fair amount, being in a band, you have to practice way more. I wanted to write my own music. I wanted to go places. Me and Abby wrote a ton of songs, recorded all by ourselves. You could see like EP after EP throughout like a year and a half only. And this was like while we were still in school, and we really worked hard. Eventually we started dating, and even then, we still barely went on any dates. We were having a really tough time with auditions. We were just working, up until we got Seth to be our rhythm guitarist, and that was amazing. And then we eventually got a drummer. That's when we started playing gigs, as you can see here. That's when we played at Kildare, and it was really awesome. That's when we recorded Only Angels Know and Blind Killer. That's when we were going crazy with the YouTube channel. And along the way, my guitar playing skyrocketed. And it wasn't only just the shredding, it was classical too. I fell in love with classical again. So 15 years, where can you expect to end up? Well, I don't really have an answer for you other than my own experience. I'm in a band that I very much am happy with, and I love the organic growth that we've had in only this year and a half of having music out. I am a guitar teacher as well, and I compose for people's work for commission and stuff like that, and I love it. And I still make YouTube videos and compositions, and I'm just constantly working on either the band stuff, which is honestly like most of my work nowadays, or the YouTube channel, which is my own personal stuff. So thank you for watching. I really do appreciate you guys sticking around this whole time. Maybe I'll do more videos like this. We'll see. You know, I hope this has been kind of motivating, and I will see you guys in the next video.